Yeah. You're out there yelling.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the village board meeting of January 14th. Please join us in our pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, Mrs. Thomas.
Trustee Willis. Here. Trustee Harris Jones. Here. Trustee Hyperman.
Here.
Trustee Mason.
Here.
Trustee Roman. Here. Trustee Opid. Here. President Hopel.
Here. I'm representing staff this evening. To my left, our village manager, Napoleon Haney. To my right, our village attorney, Chris Cummings. To the audience's right, our police chief, Denise McGrath, fire chief, Bob Grabowski, economic and community development director, Angela Maceras, public works director, Josh Berman, and assistant village manager, Terrence Aqua. The minutes of December 10th and also the truth and taxation public hearing minutes. Any comments or questions, Trustee Willis?
None.
Trustee Harris Jones. Trustee Hyperman. Trustee Mason.
None.
Trustee Roma. Trustee Open.
None.
May I have a motion to approve both, please?
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by trustee Open, seconded by trustee Mason. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis. Aye. Trustee Harris Jones. Aye. Trustee Hyperman.
Aye.
Trustee Mason.
Aye.
Trustee Roman.
Aye.
Trustee Opid. Aye.
The motion is approved. The claims list in the amount of $1,123,919.41. Comments or questions? Trustee Willis.
No question.
Trustee Harris Jones. Trustee Hyperman. Trustee Mason.
I have no questions.
Trustee Roman.
Nothing.
Trustee Open.
Nothing.
May I have a motion to approve the claims list, please?
So move.
Second.
Been moved by trustee Mason, seconded by trustee Open. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis. Aye. Trustee Harris Jones.
Aye.
Trustee Hyperman.
Aye.
Trustee Mason.
Aye.
Trustee Roman.
Aye.
Trustee Opid. Aye.
The claims list is approved. Of that over $1 million claims list, 3 items comprise the majority of that list. Our first payment for vehicle leasing was $131,000. 1 month's village employees' health insurance, $251,000. And our payment to Chicago Heights for water was $285,000. That amounted to $667,000, almost 60% of that claims list. Resolution R 3209 honoring the retirement of Craig Sline. May I have a motion to approve this resolution, please?
So move.
Second.
It's been moved by trustee Mason, second by trustee Harris Jones. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis. Aye. Trustee Harris Jones.
Aye.
Trustee Hyperman.
Aye.
Trustee Mason.
Aye.
Trustee Roman.
Aye.
Trustee Opid. Aye.
Motion is approved. If you would please read the resolution.
A resolution honoring Craig S. Sline on his retirement from the village of Homewood. Whereas Craig Sline joined the Homewood Police Department on January 9, 1995, having previously worked for the Cook County Sheriff's Court Services Division. And whereas Craig Sline received his Bachelor of Arts degree in criminal justice from Governor State University in 1996 and his master's degree in public administration in 2007. And whereas Craig Sline has had many specialized assignments during his career, including tactical officer, detective, dare officers, juvenile officer, and bicycle officer. And whereas Craig Sline helped mentor and guide new members of the department as a field training officer as an instructor for firearms, ASP, OC, use of force, defensive tactics, and tactical ground fighting, thus contributing to the future success and professionalism of the police department. And whereas Craig Sline was promoted to the rank of police sergeant on May 24, 2010, and whereas Craig Sline graduated from Northwestern Center for Public Safety School of Police Staff and Command, an intensive leadership and management education program in May 2013. And whereas Craig Sline has generously volunteered his time honoring fallen officers at funerals and memorial services as a member of the South Suburban Association of Chiefs of Police Honor Guard. And whereas Craig Sline received the Cook County Sheriff's Award of Merit for Outstanding Service and Professionalism in 2002, and the Cook County Crime Stoppers Excellence in Law Enforcement Award in 2005, as well as numerous letters of appreciation and commendations from the Homewood Police Department, private citizens, local businesses, and other police agencies in the course of his career. And whereas Craig Sline has been a valuable, trustworthy, and hardworking employee who has represented the police department in the highest standards and has developed a strong working relationship with his peers. And whereas Craig Sline has been a leader and role model who is respected and held in high esteem by his friends, professional peers, and members of the community for conducting himself and representing the village of Homewood with the utmost concern for fairness, service, and professionalism. And whereas Craig Sline retires today, January 14, 2025, after 30 years of dedicated service to the village of Homewood. His service to the police department and the citizens of Homewood is hereby recognized. Now therefore be it resolved by the President and Board of Trustees that Craig S. Sline be honored and commended for 30 years of outstanding, dedicated service to the citizens of Homewood. On behalf of the citizens of Homewood, President Hofeld and members of the board, they hereby extend best wishes to Sergeant Sline as he enters his retirement.
Chief McGrath.
And the resolution gives you a sense of what Craig has accomplished over 30 years professionally. Well, one of the things that it doesn't really capture is all the lives that a police officer touches during a 30-year career. It is immeasurable within the department, within the community, through family and friends. So both on a personal and a professional level, I'd like to thank you for your years of service and everything that you have done for everybody in this room and beyond.
I'm not rare to have loss of words or short of having things to say, but just briefly, I want to thank all the members of the police department. Over the years, the training officers that I've had brought me up to where I am. The chiefs that I've had, other supervisors have given me the opportunities and the skills to get to where I was at and have the career that I've had. And I want to take this time to thank the board, not just this board, but all the previous boards and elected officials that I've worked for and proud to serve under, for making a opportunity and a career in a workplace that I felt was extremely warm, friendly, and supportive for my family. While it's never always perfect, and there's always debate back and forth over, salaries and benefits, and that's just the name of the game. I've always treated us fairly and really made it a wonderful place to work in my career. So I want to say thank you.
Thank you. Craig was always a good guy, always there for everyone. Thank you, Craig. Chief McGrath.
So tonight I also have the privilege of introducing you all to 4 of our newest officers. The first 3 officers applied for the position through the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners entry-level application form and were hired as full-time police officers effective Monday, August 26, 2024. They all attended the Cook County Sheriff's Police Academy at Triton College and graduated from the academy on December 12, 2024. They are all currently in the police department's field training program. So first up, I'd like to introduce Luis Acosta. Officer Acosta graduated from South Shore International College Prep High School Youth Connection Leadership Academy in 2019. He served in the Marine Corps as a mortarman and currently serves in the Marine Corps Reserves. He is joined tonight by his mother, Jennifer, his sister Emma, and his niece Melina. If you could step forward for the Clerk Thomas to administer the oath.
I state your name. Having been appointed to the position of police officer for the village of Homewood, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and the municipal ordinances of the village of Homewood, and that I will faithfully discharge my duties as police officer to the best of my ability.
We had gone to the same high school together a few years apart.
Where are you?
Uh,
Next, we have Seth Bell. Officer Bell graduated from Moments High School in 2020 and holds an associate in applied science and criminal justice from Kankakee Community College. He previously was employed by the Kankakee County Sheriff's Department as a correctional officer. He is joined tonight by his sister Ella and cousins Aiden and Damon, and 10-year-old Aiden will be pinning on his badge. If you could step forward.
I state your name.
I, Seth Bell,
Having been appointed to the position of police officer for the village of Homewood, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, Constitution of the State of Illinois, and the municipal ordinances of the village of Homewood, and that I will faithfully discharge my duties as police officer to the best of my ability.
all right, let's do it.
Come on, everybody.
Good job.
Next, we have Anthony Burton. Officer Burton graduated from Rich Central High School in 2017 and holds a Bachelor of Science in Business from Emporia State University. He is joined tonight by his parents, Anthony and Giovanna Burton, who will be pinning on his star.
I state your name,
I, Anthony Burton,
having been appointed to
have been appointed to
the position of police officer
the position of police officer
for the village of Homewood,
for the village of Homewood.
do faithfully, pardon me. Do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the municipal ordinances of the village of Homewood,
and the municipal ordinances of the village of Homewood.
and that I will faithfully discharge
And I will faithfully discharge
my duties of the office of police
my
officer
duties as an officer, police officer,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability. Yeah, yeah, shake on it. Welcome, man. Congratulations.
You're not rid of us.
And the fourth officer is Kenneth Norbit. Ken Norbit was hired as a full-time police officer effective Monday, December 16th, 2024. Officer Norbit applied for the position through the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners Police Officer Lateral Application Program. Since he is already a certified police officer who previously attended the police academy, he was eligible to immediately begin the Homewood Police Department field training program. Officer Norbit graduated from Richards High School in 1992. He previously held state certification as an EMTA and is nationally certified instructor for commercial motor vehicle interdiction. He previously worked for Chicago Ridge Police Department, where he served as a patrol officer, a corporal, a canine handler, and a canine coordinator. He is joined tonight by his wife, Heather, who will be pinning on his badge, and his son, Braden.
Having been appointed to
Having been appointed to
the position of police officer
the position of police
for
officer
the village of Homewood,
for the village of Homewood,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the municipal ordinances of the village of Homewood,
and the municipal ordinances of the village of Homewood,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
my duties as police officer
my duties as police
to
officer
the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Yes, as a village board member, this is one of the best occasions that we have. It's a joy to see you all here. Stay safe. Item number 9. Meet your merchants. Ms. Maceras?
She might be able to help.
Yeah. Just in case she's in.
Yeah, I'll wait until they get out and see. She may be waiting for something. I think there are people waiting.
The merchant.
Not at this time. I don't know. She's not in here, right?
She's on the hallway.
I'm gonna wait and see, because there's
Get her.
kind of there are people in the hallway waiting to get in. Paris.
Do you want to see if she's up there?
Hey, Chair, can you see if Paris grab that?
Out there.
Before they close the door.
If not, we'll,
I'm afraid she's gonna think she's.
They've been swept out the crowd.
Yeah, meeting is over.
okay. Well, our merchant for tonight was supposed to be crab bags at 18681 Dixie Highway. Paris Walker is the owner and she may or may not be here.
She may have been swept out in the crowd.
I'm afraid.
So,
She's out there, Terrence.
Terrence
Terrence
is
will find
looking
her.
for her now.
okay.
I'll give her a minute.
Did we lose Terrence too? Not out there. Okay. Thank you.
She's not there?
I guess not. She wasn't out there.
Oh, all right. Again, the merchant this evening was going to be crab bags at 187th and Dixie, so frequent the store if you're able. With that, hear from the audience. If anyone in the audience would like to address the board on any subject not on the agenda, please raise your hand. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, my name is Amy Crump, and I'm a resident of Homewood. And as a librarian for the past 20 years, I have been dedicated to providing access to correct information to individuals. And I have watched as the tidal wave of disinformation has increased, leading to a recent moment when fact-checking was actually removed from a popular social media. Now, I'm not a podcaster or a blogger, but I did want to address this, and it seems to me that it's still possible to contribute to the solution at the local level. So I would like to start with a brief reading from On Disinformation by Lee McIntyre. And this chapter is called Truth Killers. Welcome to the world of reality denial, where truth is subordinate to ideology, feelings have more weight than evidence, and democracy hangs in the balance. Throughout history, autocratic leaders and their wannabes have understood that the quickest way to control a population is to control their information sources. But in a society that still has a free press, disinformation is the new censorship. Remember the scene in Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade where Harrison Ford had finally found the Holy Grail, but he couldn't tell which one it was because it was surrounded by hundreds of fakes? That's the point of disinformation. If you can't hide or destroy the truth, surround it with bullshit. You can always kill it later. The post-truth playbook goes like this. Attack the truth tellers, lie about anything and everything, manufacture disinformation, encourage distrust and polarization, create confusion and cynicism, and then claim that the truth is available only from the leader himself. The goal is not merely to get people to believe any particular false claim, but to so demoralize them with a tsunami of falsehoods that they begin to give up on the idea that truth can be known at all outside of political context. Once truth dies, the end may come swiftly for American democracy. Like Russia and China, we'll still have politicians going about a charade of the people's business in the halls of government, and we may even have further elections, but it won't really matter. If the truth killers succeed in using reality denial to undermine democracy, the next day we'll wake up in an electoral dictatorship. Now, I would like to suggest that there are websites for people to use to check for disinformation. I recommend looking at leadstories.com, politifact.com, and snopes.com. And I end with two questions for the board. What is the Village of Homewood doing to protect their citizens from the effects of disinformation? And how can we help? Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to address the board this evening? If not, the omnibus vote, Mr. Thomas.
The board is asked to accept the 2024 annual report of the Beautification Committee and the 2024 annual report of the Tree Committee. The board is asked to reappoint Valerie Wormsby to the Economic Development Committee for a 2-year term ending January 14, 2027. The board is asked to approve ordinance MC 1085, increasing the number of tobacco licenses by 1 for Hare Krishna Ventures, Inc. for the 7-Eleven at 3154 183rd Street. The board is asked to pass ordinance M 2330, convening a joint review board and holding a public hearing on January 29 for the proposed Harwood TOD TIF redevelopment project area and the adoption of tax increment allocation funding. Board is asked to pass ordinance M 2331, granting a variance for 18148 Perth Avenue to allow a second driveway on Stewart Avenue. This property is in a R2 single-family residential zoning district. The property owner must have construction plans meet all requirements of the Homewood building codes and ordinances as approved by the Homewood Building Division. Board is asked to pass ordinance M 2332, approving the final plat of Wing Creek subdivision. Board is asked to amend the mutual aid agreement amendment with Mavis 24 that will allow the villages of Madison, Richton Park, and Park Forest to join Mavis 24. The board is asked to approve ordinance M 2333, authorizing Manager Haney to sell surplus property, a 2003 Ford ambulance, to the village of Hazelcrest for $1. The board is asked to pass ordinance M 2334, authorizing Manager Haney to sell or dispose of surplus equipment and personal property.
Thank you. Comments or questions from anyone in the audience? Board comments, Trustee Willis.
Yeah.
Trustee Harris Jones. Trustee Heiferman. Trustee Mason.
No comments.
Trustee Roman.
Nothing from
Trustee Open.
Yeah.
I have a motion to approve the items on the consent agenda, please.
So
Second.
Been moved by Trustee Open, seconded by Trustee Mason. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis. Aye. Trustee Harris Jones. Aye. Trustee Heiferman.
Aye.
Trustee Mason.
Aye.
Trustee Roman.
Aye.
Trustee Obit.
Aye.
The consent agenda is approved. New business, trustee Gabrowski, presentation.
Chief Kravetsky.
Yeah.
You just
Trustee
promote
Chase.
him.
Did I say trustee?
Is
I'm
brilliant.
sorry. Lord Almighty,
Thank you.
I'm just trooping the line and.
I trying to get my voice back after a little bout with the flu here, but so hopefully you can hear me this evening. Okay, so I always said to the mayor, whenever you see me up front, it's either for somebody getting promoted, retiring, or I'm gonna ask you for a lot of money. So tonight's a lot of money. So tonight we are requesting the board approve an ordinance waiving competitive bidding requirements. A purchase agreement to acquire one Pearson Force fire engine from McQueen Emergency Group out of St. Paul, Minnesota. And again, forgive me because I'm still working on my voice there. In 2009, the fire department implemented a vehicle replacement schedule, which has been followed with only minor adjustments over the years. I can't believe I've been here for 15 years. That's when we started this. The schedule has allowed the department to reduce its fleet size and to establish a robust maintenance program. Today, the fire department operates a fleet that includes 2 frontline ambulances, 1 backup ambulance, 1 frontline engine, 1 backup engine, 1 frontline ladder truck, a shift commander vehicle, 2 chief vehicles, and a utility pickup truck. Fire department has also adopted Pierce Manufacturing. It's out of Oshkosh as their standardized fire apparatus manufacturer. Earlier this year, I created a specification committee to put together the actual spec or the material for the new fire engine, which would replace the 2004 engine. This committee consisted of Deputy Chief Steve DeYoung, Captain Jason Plesnick, Lieutenant Ryan Schneider, and firefighter paramedics David Tolkla and Kyle Pachesney. The committee completed their work with the recommendation to the Pearson Force with all the standard NFPA required equipment that met our specifications, be the vehicle of choice. And it also meets the vehicle's consortium pricing through the Houston Galveston Area Council, which we are a member of, and is how we purchased the last vehicle as well. Although the 2004 engine is not scheduled for replacement until 2029, the lead time for delivery of a new fire engine is now 4 years, which I never thought I would see. But it takes 4 years to get one built from the time we order it. So with that being said, after discussion with staff, finance, manager's office, we felt that it was best to lock in the order at today's pricing, the 2025 pricing, which will happen with your approval. That'll avoid the price increases if we wait till 2029. And even if we order in 2029, we wouldn't get it until 2033. So we need to do this now to be able to keep the schedule in place and to receive the vehicle in a timely manner. It'll keep us on target with the rest of the vehicles and future purchases. Since 2021, everybody knows about inflation. The fire department is no different, and our equipment is no different. We've been seeing on an average of 20% increase every year since 2021 on all manufacturers for fire-related equipment, especially the vehicles. So an example, our last purchase in 2019, the same exact engine was ordered in 2017. Took us a little less than about a year and a half to receive it. That vehicle is $600,000. 2017 when we ordered, 2019 when it was delivered. This agreement that we're asking tonight to be approved, this ordinance, would purchase basically the identical vehicle that we have now at double the price, $1,385,000 for this vehicle. Section 1161-3 of the Illinois Municipal Code authorizes the municipalities with less than $1 million to make these installments and these payments through the consortium. At this time, staff anticipates that future bond proceeds would fund this purchase 4 years down the road. And I'm sure there'll be many conversations with finance as that goes on. And the village was also appropriated a $200,000 grant through the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity a couple of years back. This money will be reimbursed to us after payment of this vehicle. So we have to pay the money up front. So we would deduct that off the price. So a little bit of a savings with that grant. So tonight I'm asking for approval of the ordinance for the purchase of one Pierce fire engine in the amount of $1,385,000 through the Houston Galveston Area Council Consortium to be delivered in 2029. And I would be happy to answer any questions.
Chief, what does this engine have that our current one doesn't have?
It's basically identical. The only thing we really changed on it was some compartmentation on it. It's the same size pump, it's the same size tank, it's just a little bit longer, a little bit different compartmentation. It'll look like it's twin when it comes in. It's not gonna be much of a difference. It's just that the price is
Double the price.
double the price. So the one we have now, and you guys have known this for years, everybody that's known me. But Pierce Manufacturing has always been my choice as the fire chief here, and even prior when I was at Hazel Crest. They are the best manufacturer by far out there. That's why we've chosen them. We've had very, very few problems with the other three vehicles that we've had, Pierce's. And again, like I said, we've got a very engaging maintenance program with our people. We stay on top of things and we spend the money to keep them running. And this 2004 that we are replacing is the one that we actually got a few years back to replace two other ones that were here previously when I started. They were giving us nothing but problems, and they were even newer than that. So this 2004 has done very well for us as a backup engine. But again, it's already over. We're at 20 years now. By the time we get the new one, it'll be 25 years.
Any comments or questions from anyone in the audience? Spending $1,300,000 on one piece of equipment. Board comments, Trustee Willis,
Pricey, but necessary.
Yep.
Trustee Harris Jones,
I agree, very necessary. Thank you
Trustee
for-
Heiferman.
Throwing some mats.
No, you can't drive it. Trustee Mays.
Chief, what's the average lifespan of
So we got all of our engines and our truck are on a 20-year cycle. So the front line for 10 years and then they go in reserve for 10 years. So this one would be delivered in 2029, would be frontline service till 2039. The one that we got in 2019 will go into reserve in 2029. This one comes in.
Okay,
And we just keep rotating.
so that was my next question is what'll happen to the 2019?
That'll go into reserve until 2039 and that'll be replaced. So 20-year life.
Yeah.
So
And you know, I know that the equipment is increasing, like you said, about 20% a year, but it looks like the build time is increasing as well.
it's quadrupled.
Yeah.
I mean, it used to be a year, then it went to about 18 months and the last one, a little over 18 months, and then now it's 4 years.
Yeah, I know just a little while back, it was 3 years, now we're at 4.
And there's less manufacturers out there than there were pre-COVID, and they've really tightened up their kind of like GM and Ford, you know, millions of employees, now they're down to a lot less than what they had back in the 70s and 80s, but they're building less cars, but they're more expensive and they're kind of longer build.
Trustee Roman.
I agree that, I mean, I don't think you would be coming up here and asking us for this if you didn't feel it was necessary to keep our community safe and we can't control the price, so
Wish I could.
it is what it is, right?
It is what it is, yes. The only good thing, like I said, when I did take over for some of you that weren't here, back in 2009, we had 3 engines, a truck and a squad. So by getting the first truck, we eliminated 1 engine, 1 squad and 1 truck. So we got rid of 3 to get 1. So now we're down to 3 instead of 5. So we did that as our first move to get this program going, but because of the time and how long it takes to get these things and the prices, it has really taken 15 years to get this thing. This will actually be my final purchase, but it has taken that long to get there. But I've been saying this for years. We've got the best equipment out of anybody. We really do. Top notch.
Trustee Open.
Yes, thank you so much for staying on top of that and giving our community the best. That is the most important, to make sure that we are able to give that to our community. I was just looking at our claims list. Our claims list for this evening was 1,123,000 plus.
1 million.
Yeah, 102 million.
Yeah.
That is crazy to look at it in those terms. So, yes, it's a major investment, but I'm glad that we're on top of it. And if anything, that's what we can learn from this is that things are only going to increase.
Yeah, like I said, 20% a year.
Yeah, and if we need to make a purchase, or if we need to look at it, and act on it if the funding stream is available to be able to do so. Because nothing is gonna reduce in cost, so. I think,
And I thank all of you, even the past boards, because you've all been, very understanding as to our needs and, the firefighters, and we all appreciate that.
We're fortunate to have you in the leadership, let me tell you.
Absolutely.
I also want to thank you because I feel like every time you do mention, you know, things from the fire department budget, there's always, we tried to get this grant, we got this grant, like you're always looking for additional creative ways to help fund things also. So thank you.
We've been very fortunate. We've gotten several grants in my
Yeah.
tenure, so. Not just for vehicles, but for, a lot of equipment within the stations.
With that being said, may I have a motion to approve ordinance M 2335 for the agreement for a new fire engine?
So moved.
second,
It's moved by trustee Willis, seconded by trustee Opid. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis,
Aye.
trustee Harris Jones.
Aye.
Trustee Heiderman.
Aye.
Trustee Mason.
Aye.
Trustee Roman.
Aye.
Trustee Opie.
I,
Motion is approved.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Chief.
Thanks, chief.
General board discussion, trustee Willis.
Wish everyone a happy new year.
Trustee Harris.
New Year to everyone.
Trustee Heiderman. Trustee Mason.
Just, you know, it's a great community. Continue to look out for one another. We're expecting some of the coldest temperatures of the year in the next couple of weeks. Please check on your family, your friends, your neighbors, make sure everyone has what they need to make it through these days. That's it.
Trustee Roman.
I have nothing to add.
Trustee Opid.
yes, just one thing, before we went on holiday break, I guess. We had the review of the Hereford building, and one of the things that was asked, from the trustees was to have staff review it with the public, and you have done so, and I truly appreciate the fact that you've taken it to multiple, meetings and what have you. I do know that you were at Holiday Lights, you were at Candlelight Shopping, you were at an HBA meeting. I think you're going to a library, not sure, but I truly appreciate you reviewing that information with the public. And looking forward to sharing more information with them. So thank you.
Trustee Oaken, I think you mean the.
Oh, yes,
The
I'm
new
talking
building.
about this new building.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Same developer.
Same developments.
With that, may I have a motion to adjourn, please?
So moved.
Second.
Been moved by trustee Roman, seconded by trustee Mason. Roll call, please.
Trustee Willis.
Aye.
Trustee Jones.
Aye.
Trustee Heiderman.
Aye.
Trustee Mason. Trustee Roman.
Aye.
Trustee Opie.
Hi.
We stand adjourned. Thank you all.
Oh, John.
Like a long time ago.